type of eye test?
The one that
Just
you
because
watched
he looks
him last...
cool?
No, because he looks
cool?
he's better. He can do more things than Purdy.
I don't. All right, Mike, we're talking NFL this week. We're now going to cover what is known as Sim's top 10 QBs. Making its way at the top is obviously Patrick Mahomes. Number 2, Josh Allen. But there's some notable QBs left out of the top 10. And we're going to go over those. First, Aaron Rodgers out of the top 10. You also have Jordan Love out of the top 10. But most notably, Brock Purdy isn't even in the top 15.
Yeah.
He sits in at number 15 with people like Baker Mayfield listed above him. How do you feel about this, Mike? Do you agree with these rankings?
I don't have a problem with Rodgers being out of the top 10 because he's 40 plus coming off of an Achilles tear. No one knows what to expect there. I think it would be a little presumptuous to put him in the top 10. Not to mention his prior season in Green Bay wasn't that great of a season, albeit also a lot of other stuff going on there in Green Bay. Jordan Love, I'm not quite, I guess we have to live in the present, and he had a good run at the end of the season last year. I'm not sold that he has staying power yet, though.
Dude,
so
they won off the running game. It wasn't off of Jordan Love's arm, man.
Yeah, I mean, I
don't
agree.
get that.
Yeah, I don't know that he's a top 10 quarterback solidified yet, so I don't really have a problem with him being out of it. And then, with Purdy, 17 seems awfully low. I'm not buying. There's some people who have Purdy ranked like 2. That's crazy, but it's not probably as crazy as 17.
Dude, if you make it to the Super Bowl, you have to be a top 10 QB. I don't care where you are on those rankings.
Well,
you have to be a top 10 ranking or top 10 quarterback if you make it that far. And he's proven. I think, look, I was really against Purdy last season. Anybody watching the channel knows that I was not high on him whatsoever. But I think that he's proven himself over 2 years now to be a pretty effective quarterback. Yeah, he has a lot of talent around him, but the more they rely on him, the more he's been showing up, Mike. And at some point, you got to just put the doubting and the hating away and start recognizing decent talent. Now, I'm not advocating that he's top 5. And I don't even know if he's better than, let's say, Dak Prescott. Okay, I'm not sure he's better than Dak Prescott.
Right.
It may be around there, but how can you list Dak Prescott, who chokes hard in the NFC championship pretty much every single time, and then you have
I don't even know they make that
whatever.
NFC championship.
Yeah, exactly. They don't make it and somewhere in the NFC, playoffs, but you can't list Purdy. That's the big one that I have a problem with, and also I'm not sure C.J. Stroud is number 7. Do you think that he's above Dak Prescott?
I think Stroud. Now, of course, it's off of a 1-season sample size, but he was showing some signs of being the guy who could challenge Mahomes in the future last year. As a rookie, it was pretty crazy. I will say this, Dirk. I would have to probably refute if you make the quarterback or the Super Bowl, you're a top 10 quarterback statement. I don't know that.
Yeah, John Elway wasn't very good. You're right.
Yes, John Elway wasn't good. I don't know that I would say Trent Dilfer, Rex Grossman, and Brad Johnson were ever top 10 quarterbacks.
Yeah, but
they're always.
That's not even a fair comparison. Rex Grossman, Brock Purdy. Can you really compare those two guys?
They both went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, come on. Okay, fine. From that
sexy Rexy
alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, put it this way.
Gross, man.
If you're saying that a guy like C.J. Stroud, with the number C.J. Stroud put up, is number 7, how can you not list Brock Purdy, who's over 2 seasons has put up comparable numbers and even gone farther in the NFL playoffs than C.J. Stroud? How is he not ranked higher?
I think with Stroud, it's the eye test, right? I feel like if you're, and you might see in year 2, given the weapons Stroud has to work with, it could be scary. This is all preseason rankings. I don't have a problem with Stroud being above Purdy necessarily, because I'd say with the eye test, CJ's ceiling is much higher.
What type of eye test?
The one that
just
you watched
he looks
him last.
Cool?
No, because he looks
cool.
He's better. He can do more things than Purdy.
I don't know. Look, I am not the biggest Purdy fan. You know this. However, I do think that there is some clear discrepancies on the way this is ranked with where Purdy is. Baker Mayfield's better than Purdy. Stop it. Quit it.
I don't know that
Stop it.
Purdy's not even the only one who has some beef here. I feel isn't Tua like 18?
Yes.
Yeah, that one is bizarre to me. I mean, I'm not
He said
Yeah.
he was threw for almost like 6,000 yards last year, and somehow he's number 18.
Yeah, like that one to me is even odder in a way than Purdy. I mean, it's both odd. I think that there are just some questionable decisions on the list on the whole. But we'll see how it plays out. Also, I think that anything from Chris Sims probably should be taken with a grain of salt because it's Chris Sims.